All right, we're going to finish up our last lesson on probability by talking about theoretical probability. Okay, so theoretical probability is used to find the probability of an event when all of the outcomes are equally likely. Okay, so equally likely outcomes have the same probability. So probability, remember, is the number of ways an event can occur over the total number of equally likely outcomes. Okay, and that means that that each outcome is fair, or it's equally likely to occur. Okay. So if you're talking about, some examples are using number cubes and coins, flipping coins or whatever. And just as a review, remember that the probability of an event and a non-event is 1. Okay, so you add the event plus its non-event, which we refer to as the complement. Okay, the complement, remember, is the non-event. Okay. All right. So the complement plus the event is equal to 1. Okay, so Andy has 20 marbles in a bag. Of these, 9 are clear and 11 are blue. Okay, find the probability of drawing a clear marble from the bag. Okay, so the probability of a clear marble is, well, there are 9 clear ones, and there are a grand total of 20 marbles. Okay, so the probability of drawing a clear one is 9 out of 20. It wants us to write our answer as a fraction, which is 9 out of 20. It also says to write it as a decimal. Okay, so if we write that as a decimal, okay, that would be 9 divided by 20, which is 0.45. Or if it says as a percent, remember, if you have a decimal, you just move your decimal point over to the right 2 times. So that'd be 45%. So what's the probability of drawing a blue one? Well, so the probability of drawing a blue one, remember, the blue is the complement. So we're just going to say the 20 over 20, or 1, minus the probability of the clear one, which is 9 out of 20, which gives us 11 out of 20. All right. So the probability is 11 out of 20. If I write that as a decimal, that's 0.55 or 55%. Okay. Find the probability of rolling a number more than a 4 on a fair number cube. More than 4. Well, that means rolling a 5 or a 6. Well, so how many outcomes are there? There are 6 outcomes and two events that can happen. So that would be 2 out of 6, which would be 1/3. Okay, so the probability of rolling a number more than a 4 on a number cube is 1 out of 3. Okay, so that's how you find that. Okay, there are 13 boys and 10 girls on a track team. The name of each of the team members is written on an index card, and card is drawn at random to choose a student to run a sprint, and then the card is replaced in the stack. Find the theoretical probability of drawing a boy's name. Okay, well, there are 13 boys and 10 girls. That means there are 23. Okay, that's the 13 plus 10. Okay, 13 boys and 10 girls. So there's 23 people on the track team, and there are 13 13 boys. Okay, so the theoretic probability of drawing a boy's name is 13 out of 23. Okay, if we write that as a decimal, you can see it's a great big long number here. Okay, great big long number, that 0.565, but that would basically come out to about approximately 56%. Okay, you'd have roughly a 56% probability of drawing a boy's name. Okay, and that should do it. That's it for this lesson. And make sure that you have written those notes down, and we'll talk to y'all later on.